Hello everybody, this is week 13 of I don't know what of things what I'm doing, the games, and let's see what I did last 7 days. Commits for last 7 days. Previous it was Friday 5th. June 5th. June 5th, is it? Fix a typo. I think I reviewed this thing, right? Or I did not. Yeah, and I fixed it actually during the video. Animate card for bucket. So what happened here? What the difference? Okay. Looks like I added initialization for t underscore. And then it was 7 days ago, so I don't remember my code. So I'm trying to figure out what did I do. So animate cards in the bucket. I remove all these things and so what is it? It's bucket, and just do this thing. All right. So it was hard coded, and all these cards inside the bucket was laying from top to down, and now I'm using coordinates from card and drawing it. So cards now are moving, and also I'm using messages finger down, finger up, and so on, and returning depending of is it in drag mode or not. And drag mode is basically if finger inside the bucket or not. So on finger up, if it was in drag mode, and then it's setting drag mode to false, right? For finger motion, it's just returning is it in drag mode or not. And the whole thing what's happening now is inside the tick. And inside the tick, I made for each card. First of all, I calculate delta t from previous tick, and if it was less than 1 millisecond, I do nothing. Then I basically copied and pasted it from here, and inside the loop, I'm moving all cards to the ideal place, which is these coordinates which I took from here, right? So now cards staying in some place, and then they kind of gravitating to ideal place, which is used to be here. Okay, new variable, and I just add more cards in the bucket to test the animation. So it was this thing, point class card drag mapToScreen screenToMap. So what is happening here? Okay, so I made the class point to hold 2 coordinates inside, and now I'm refactoring the code to use this thing instead of pair x and y. It's in some places made the code slightly bigger, inside some places smaller, and my hope in long run it will actually save the lines of code. So now I'm changing interface to use like point instead of 2 coordinates x and y separately. So it's here also. It's used to be x and y, now it's like this. Here. Also x and y, now it's like this. Also I changed x and y from integer to float for some reason inside the application. Oh yeah, it's for mouse coordinates, so I made it float. It's both good, it's integer and pixels, but like all calculation inside I'm making in float. So I was thinking at very beginning to do this thing, so it will hopefully save some conversation cycles from integer to float, because it's not just copying bits and bytes, it needs to do some conversation, and who knows, and it's sort of cleaner, I guess. Also size, it's rectangle, and constructor for rectangle I made with 2 points. Also, it's item list had X and Y. Now let's have this thing, so it's refactoring. Now I cannot go directly to X, and I need to use P1 and P2. So it was this sort of refactoring. Here is, I added some code for dragging item. So dragged item, it's a pointer to cart, and if it's in drag mode, I looking for the cart which I want to drag, and also I get rid of isDrag mode variable. So now you see it's local, because I'm making decision is it in drag mode or not based on pointer drag item. And you can see also, I changed the interface, and I'm checking drag item. I did not implement this thing yet in this commit, but I will implement it in next commits. Drag item, changing, refactoring to point, and here it's in draw method. It's in tick method. So do you remember in previous commit it was all cards was gravitating to its kind of ideal position. Now if the card is the card what I'm dragging, I'm not changing coordinates for the card. And also, as you noticed, like there is 2 lines, now it's 1 line only, because I'm making math with point instead of separately X and Y. So you can see I changed the signature for all these methods. Get rid of drag mode. There is a new item, drag item. Also, X offset become just offset. Changing interface. Also, this one is, well, you can see it's quite nice. Instead of 6 lines, there is 7 lines. There is 4 lines. Like basically these 2 lines become 1 line, these 2 lines become one line, these 2 lines become 1 line. And I also implemented some math, so multiplication to scale and addition and so on. Right, in the commit I mentioned also there is a function mapToScreen, and screenToMap, it's a function which converting coordinates, screen coordinates to map coordinates and backward. Animation, similar thing, refactoring. Also you can see it's nice, 4 lines become 2 lines, so it's all refactoring. So get screen coordinates, right, because I'm using mapToScreen, I don't need to do all manual calculations. Also car X and Y, now it's just copy. Similar thing, refactoring. So instead Y off, it's just off. Refactoring. So I want DT float. I do not remember. Actually, compiler complained, most likely. It's refactoring. I think I get rid of scale, or I do not remember. So also these things, refactoring, okay, and here, and there is implementation of point. So there is a constructor, default constructor, and you can notice I'm not initializing X and Y. It might save few CPU cycles, and I kind of expecting behavior of the variables, like integer variables. By standard they are not initialized if they are in stack variables, so I kind of want to preserve the behavior, and it's less work for code, right? It's not doing some extra things, slightly faster. So, and the constructor with initializer, so I didn't do like default initializer, just adding here equals 0 because it will initialize this thing, so for this reason. And also I have cast operator to, so like if I want to cast from float point of floats to integer, I can do this cast, and there is some math operation, plus, minus, multiply, and there is a multiply to multiply 2 points, and it's not like matrix multiplication. It's just, I do not remember, there is a special word for this sort of multiplication, and this one is multiplied by to scalar, and this one also actually multiplying to scalar, but like reversed. And yeah, I did not implement vector multiplications. I implement adding and subtraction of points. So division also to scalar, and plus equal, minus equal, multiply equal, and divide equal. And I just predefined point for float and point for integers. A nice thing with point, now I can use index operator instead of function operator. Like, yeah, because index operator can take only one parameter, I guess. Actually, it's a good question. Can it take multiple parameters? I don't think it can take multiple parameters. So refactoring. So yeah, rectangle I refactored and made it like it was taking 4 parameters. I think I will return this constructor probably. Probably I need to return this thing. It might save me some lines of code, or might not. I don't know. We'll see in long run. Like if it will make me type more, I will remove this thing. So refactoring, that's it. Card drag and drop. So what this wasn't to do, I implemented screenToMap, get the, so P it's mouse coordinates, and then I'm converting it to map coordinates, and then I'm getting the card from the map, and then so it's like finger up, so I just release the finger from the screen, and I'm in drag mode. So I under finger there is some card, and I want to plop it in the map. So first of all, I'm checking if the card of the map is nope, there is no card. So if there is no card, I want to erase card from the bucket. Otherwise, I'm going to swap my card under my finger with card in the map. And there is a set command. It's method implemented in game scanner, in which will try to put the card under my finger to the map on these coordinates, same coordinates. And there is a several conditions which I cannot do this thing. So like if original map has some card which I cannot put on top of this card, or it's outside of boundary of map, something like this. You will see it later. And yeah, I rename program to command, and actually, you know, probably command is good name. And like then I'm reviewing code, I'm always talking about card, but yeah, it's a command. Okay, let's use command word. So I rename program to command, and for now I disabled car movements. So I want to test editing part. So you can see in set command I'm checking like if point inside the map and the original program doesn't have command in this position, I can set the command. Otherwise I just cannot and return files. So that's it. It's quite simple. Move card back to bucket editor and run states. Yeah, so this I implemented like removing card from the map back to bucket, and it's in bucket. Right, so this if checks like if I put my finger inside the bucket, but if I put my finger in the map and my finger actually touching some command in the map, and this command touching some command in the map, this checking, and if this command is not original command, I create new item in the bucket and saying it's a drag item. And that's it actually. Also, what I did, I made the game screen pointer because I want to have copy constructor for car, and I don't want to write my own copy constructor. So because I cannot, like, default copy constructor disabled because you can compiler cannot figure out how to make the copy for reference. So I made it pointer. That's it, like easy solution. So everywhere I just checked. And also I said reset for car. So I reset, it means like it was in long pause, like for instance it was in run state, so car was moving and it was not in the edit state, so I didn't call tick every time, so I need to reset initial tick counter, something like this. So I made the game screen to pointer, game screen to pointer, game screen pointer, game screen to pointer, game screen to pointer. So there is a reset. Also I changed the animation direction because initially car facing what east, right? And it's a pointer now. Yeah, so I added original car, so then I stopping the run. I know the original state of car, and I just doing this thing and then resetting the tick counter. Alright, so it's original car, so I'm getting coordinates for original car. And I added the button. I made really crude implementation for button. I think I will copy the implementation from Maxwell Entropy, but for now it's really simple implementation for button. So based on state of the game, I draw editor button or run button, and then editor button it's just like a play button, and run button it's just a stop button. Oh, you can see, right? There is a stop button and play button. So in game screen, if finger down, yeah, so this is implementation for button. It's very simple and crude, like there is no sounds in it, so it's need to be just, I was just won't make it work. And yeah, if you put the finger on the button, it's changing state from editor to run and setting up everything. So like in run state, it's moved set to run state, reset the car, make the copy of the map, and enabling car sound. And in editor state, it sets the editor state, it return back the state of the map, and return car also back. And yeah, and if car in run state, it makes the car move. And yeah, it returns original commands from original map. That's it. Two buttons in the sprite sheet, and you can see there is this button and this button. I don't think I reviewed. Yeah, I did review everything. Move card back to bucket. Fix build for iOS. Change grass to asphalt. So fix build, and I changed the green grass to asphalt because I think it's make more sense to car move on asphalt. Also, I changed the color of question mark. And yeah, so yeah, how to do, yeah. Add some levels. Yeah, I added levels. There is some fixes. I need to clean item list before load. Also, I make this sound, moving car sound, then car moves forward, but it was conflicting with other things, so I get out the car sound from forward. Also, I combined all these switches because I need little bit more code. Actually I didn't, but yeah. Car hit bell, so it's doing callback to game screen. Car hit bell because I need to make the bell wake up, so I removed this sound from forward. And there is a levels, so this is one level. So this is map, this is items in the bucket, and this is sleeping bells. And 2 it's a number of it's a height of the map. So all these levels I made like several just to get the feeling about the game. So I made the function to load level, and it's loads level based on, actually I think I need to move it here to make it more generic, but for now it works. And here is it. I draw the bells, like there is a sleeping bells and awake bells. And also I moved this code to run method and this code to edit method, because based on the, like if game finished, like right now if game finished, I just return back to editor state, and like if all bells waked up, I just return to editor state and increasing the level, like advancing, like going to new level. So there is a callback car hit bell, and like here's it. I play the bell sound, and if I hit the bell for waiting bell, I advance to next bell, and if it was last bell, I advanced in the level. Like also if I hit the last level, I go to first level, load level, and go to edit state. Otherwise, if I hit the bell, wrong bell, if car hit the wrong bell, it just goes to edit state. So I need to do some animations here, like sound and like something, yeah. But right now it's very simple implementation. So there is a vector of bells, and there is a waiting bell. Open eyes, closed eyes sprites. There is some minor refactoring. There is open eyes and closed eyes. Also I changed the texture for asphalt and clean up from green things and eyes. So that's it, and let's go for demonstration, the most exciting side of this video, right? Yeah, last commit it was compilation warning. I just fixed the compilation warning. Okay, compile. Also, I did not set up, so I just cranked the volume. Okay, so there is a sleeping bell, and I need to wake up to make the sound to hitting the bell with car. So if I run it like this, nothing will happen, right? Just car will move forever. So what I need to do, I need to put this turning sign for car, so car will turn and hit the bell. So the first level is very simple. Okay, we're done. So there is a 2 bells. So if I'll do it like this and didn't put this bell, so car will rotate. So you see this bell is waked up, it's awake. There is some artifacts here with blue lines. I need to figure out why it's happening. And this bike will never wake up, so what I need to do, I need to put the bell here, or actually I cannot put bell here because it's outside of the map, and I think I need to put some other textures to make sure, like, because it's not clear why I cannot put bell here, what's going on. So now it's 3rd level, there is a 3 bells, similar idea. Oh, I screw up, right? Uh-oh. So what I need to do, I need to put this thing here. And you can see I can move this bell, but I cannot move this bell because it's like embedded in the map. So there is a similar thing, and you think, oh, it's same thing, so why I got same level? Let me do it again. I didn't get it, probably it's some bug. But actually you can see it's expecting E, and if I hit D bell, I fail. I need to hit E bell, and so how I can swap D and E? Wow. Actually I need to put D here. So now I'm adding new commands, like this command will get the bell on front of right side of the car and put it in on the roof, and this card will get the car from copy the command on the roof of the car on front right side of the car. This sound effect is sort of annoying. I think I will redo it. So now I need 5 Cs. So it's similar thing. I just want to make sure people understand it's copying card, it's not removing card from the roof. So now I want to show I can change the card on top of the roof using the rainbow. So I'll put this thing, it will get the D on the roof of the car, and then it goes through rainbow, D will become a C, and then I want to put the C back here, so then car will go, it will hit C, E, and D, C, E, and D. So it's become C, and now we can hit C, E, and D. So now I want to just same exercise but 3C and 3D, so like just copying things. So this is the most complicated thing in the game, and probably I will test it on my son and see if he will able to do this thing. So probably I will use this thing at the end. So this card actually checks if the card on roof of the car equal with card on front right side of the car. So if it's equal, it turns. If it's not, it just goes forward. So you can see, like right now it will get the C on roof of the car and compare with this card, and it's not equal, so it will just go forward and will make the buzz sound. So if I'll put this guy, it's still not similar, so it will go forward and make the buzz sound. But if I put C, it will rotate. So it's got the C equals C, so it rotates. So it hit C and it was expecting D. So how I can make it D? I need to use rainbow somewhere. I can put it actually in 3 different places, but like and back to first level. So I think that's it on this week. I'm kind of happy I made some good progress on the game. So my current, I don't know, 6 viewers, and my future hopefully million viewers, please share my video, like it, and comment, make some comments, and subscribe. Yeah, so I have 20 subscribers right now, so 7 viewers. Let's see analytics for last 7 days. Actually, it's increased, right? There is 18 views, and there is 2 subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. It's all views from Ukraine. And Twitter, there is 94 followers, kind of close to 100. And analytics, it's for June, for days, for last 7 days, right? Last 7 days. It's not good. So 16 views, 5 downloads, 5 views, 0 downloads. I made Maxwell Entropy free, so at least there is some downloads of the game. Hopefully people are playing the game. So let's see how many units. Oh, there is a sources. Interesting. Lifetime. Can I use lifetime? Come on. Last month. Sources. There is no information. And all from US for dollar sales. Okay, I think that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully see you next Friday. Bye.